He's lucky. I'm lucky. We're all lucky.
No. Oh, what happened last night?
Last night? Try last month. I told you not to ferment McDonald's Sprite.
Holy shit. I slept for a month?
Worse than that? You didn't even release the Rocky Horror video.
Fuck! Oh, thank goodness. Now all I have to do is upload the video. Oh, hey there! I know. I fucked up. I've been on a month-long sleep. I've been on a month-long sleep that was caused by McDonald's Sprite. So, here's the video you've been waiting for. I just hope that uploading through finger snapping works. Bon appetit. This looks so stupid. Hello everybody and welcome back to Snoboween 2022. Now let me ask you a very simple question. Would any Halloween celebration be complete without a review of one of the greatest audience participation films of all time? That's right. Today we're talking about
The Room!
What? No, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Ah, yes, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Based on the 1973 stage musical, The Rocky Horror Show, this film was one I discovered in high school, partly through its song appearances in Glee, hearing about its legendary audience participation, and because one of the stars was Tim Curry. I was more familiar with Tim as a voice actor for shows like The Wild Thornberrys and The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Because of those factors, I bought the film's Blu-ray and fell in love with it the moment I first saw it. I still periodically watch this film, especially around Halloween.
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
We open on the wedding of Ralph Halfshat and Betty Monroe. This wedding is attended by Brad Majors and his girlfriend Janet Weiss. After the wedding, Brad proposes to Janet and she says yes. Later that night, they're driving through a storm when the car breaks down. Wanting to get out of the rain, Brad and Janet go to a nearby castle. They are greeted by what looks like the butler and the maid. Brad and Janet enter the ballroom and all their guests do some folk dancing. Then the host of the party, Dr. Frank Furter, introduces himself to Brad and Janet. He invites them to
come up to the lab and see what's on the slab.
Brad and Janet's wet clothes are removed and they enter Frank's lab. After an inspiring speech, Frank plays with colored ink to find the right mixture. This creative mixture brings his ultimate creation, Rocky, to life. Before Frank and Rocky can get to know each other a bit better, a frozen biker man escapes from the lab's freezer like a bat out of hell. This is Eddie, and he loves rock and roll. One song later, Eddie is killed by Frank in the freezer. Frank and Rocky then have a wedding and take a nap. Question is, will Brad and Janet escape? What happened to our narrator's neck? And where is his cat?
It's astounding. Time is fleeting.
Tim Curry as Dr. Frank Furter is the best part of this film. That's all. Good night, everybody! Okay. I'll elaborate. Frank-N-Furter is an iconic character for a reason. Frank does what he wants and doesn't care what others think. There have been many actors that have played Frank. Some are certainly better than others. But the truth is, no matter who else plays Frank, they will never be able to match Tim Curry. His performance in this film is fantastic, especially since this was his first film. His accent is wonderfully over the top, fitting perfectly with the character. The way he moves commands your attention, and his singing is perfect. Same goes for his dialogue delivery.
Well, you got caught with a flat world. How about that?
You must be awfully proud of him, Janet.
Well, yes, I am.
Such strenuous living, I just don't understand. One from the vaults. Makes me wanna take Charles Atlas by the hand. I made you, and I can break you just as easily. It's something you'll get used to. A mental mindfuck can be nice. We're wild and thing. We'll be with the deadest thing. You got hit and your mind goes pink. The heart fucking blood will sing.
While Frank may be my favorite character and performance, my second favorite is Meatloaf as Eddie. Though he has no dialogue, he also has one of the film's most memorable musical numbers. Despite the fact he has no dialogue, his stage presence is strong enough that he sticks with you. I always loved his bit in the song Eddie, specifically his yell of terror.
They mustn't carry out their evil deed.
It's perfect. Most of the characters in this film were played by actors from the original stage show. Two major exceptions are Brad and Janet, played by Barry Bostwick and Susan Sarandon respectively. But not only are they both great in their parts, they also gel well with the rest of the cast, almost like they were always part of the cast to begin with. The film's music is just as, if not more, iconic as the character of Frank. Every song is memorable and catchy, especially the 1-2 punch of Time Warp and Sweet Transvestite, as well as Meatloaf's classic number, This is minor, but some of the editing is a little sloppy. I have one very specific example, and it's the moments right before Janet's big number,
Touch me.
I don't like where this is going.
Watching this moment reminded me of the French New Wave without the artistic intent.
You think I'm gonna keep going after that?
If I had to guess, it was done to move things along, or maybe it was edited this way to match her emotional state. It can be a bit distracting, especially for first-time viewers.
He'll probably be in the Zen room.
Let's be honest, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Let's Do the Time Warp Again, is bad. At least from what I've seen. First, I hate the title. It sounds less like a remake and more like a 2000s bootleg DVD of the original film that's a bad VHS rip with audience participation audio.
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Second, I think Laverne Cox, while a good performer in other projects, was miscast as Frank. She lacks the magic that Tim Curry brought to the role. Or any magic for that sort. Also, Frank is a transvestite, not transgender. There's a difference. Third, I can't stand the fact that this film was made for network TV. Yes, an R-rated musical that was remade into a film that's broadcast-friendly enough for network TV. But it was cool to see Tim Curry as the narrator. Here's some cast trivia. Jonathan Adams plays Dr. Everett Scott, a part usually played by the actor playing Eddie. But for this film, he was played by a different actor, which I didn't understand. For years, I wondered who Jonathan Adams was. That's when I learned that he was the narrator in the original West End production of the Rocky Horror Show. Also, I think he does a great job as Dr. Everett Scott. It would have been cool to see what Meatloaf did, but I'm not disappointed with what I got.
It's not easy having a good time.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show is a cult classic for many reasons. I may have complained about the editing a bit, but that doesn't change how great this film is. The music is simply incredible. Barry Bostwick and Susan Sarandon fit in well with the cast and are great in their parts. Meatloaf is fantastic with his short screen time, and Tim Curry is a legend, giving us one of the greatest performances ever in his first film. If you haven't seen the film, see it with an audience. It's a real blast. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.
Hey, Matthew.
Yes, buddy?
It's just a jump to the left.
No. No.
What the fuck?
This creative mixture brings his ultimate creation, Rocky, to life. That's not even close how Tim Curry sounds. God damn, man.